Today, we celebrate that we are alive, unique, free in God. Today, we celebrate finding joy in God and being filled with empowering, inclusive love. Today, we celebrate how we are working together for a world where we all live in compassion and justice. We rejoice that each one of us is fearfully and wonderfully made in God's image. On this day of celebration, we proclaim who we are. We are gay, we are straight, we are lesbian, we are bisexual, we are transgender, we are cisgender, we are gender fluid. We have many names and labels for what we are. But we know that God calls us by one name, beloved. Thank you, First Congregational Church of Danbury, Connecticut, for those borrowed words. Welcome to all. No matter your space or time in joining us at First Mennonite Church this morning, as we celebrate the conclusion of our Faithfully LGBTQ+ series, with our trusty guide, Katie Kuntz-Wineland. Katie is no stranger to our pews, beside leading us over the course of the last 3 months through 4 Sundays of discussion here in this space and in the fellowship hall. Katie also frequented these spaces as a Bluffton University student back in the day, 2013 and a little earlier to be exact. In addition to her BA in Biblical Studies, she holds an MDiv from the Methodist Theological School in Ohio and is a certified sexuality educator with the Our Whole Lives program. Katie's ministry includes work at Bittersweet Farms, which is a nonprofit serving adults with autism. Her ministry also includes spiritual care and consulting through the Belonging Table, which she founded. She and her wife, Beth, there's Beth, also a Bluffton alum, well connected to this congregation, live in Toledo. We welcome Katie and Beth and are grateful for the work Katie has done in planning today's worship service and all of the sessions leading up to this day. There are a few announcements to highlight from your bulletin, though I'd invite you to read all of them at your leisure. This Tuesday, there will be a watch party in the fellowship hall at 6:30 p.m. hosted by the delegates who will be attending the MCUSA special delegate session in Kansas City over Memorial Day weekend. The evening will include a time to watch video explanations of each of the 4 resolutions being considered at the delegate session. First Mennonite Church is one of the sponsors for one of those resolutions. There will be time for discussion and questions which the delegates invite and welcome. And speaking of delegates, if you're interested in serving as a delegate to the Central District Conference annual meeting in Goshen, June 23rd through the 25th, contact the church office. We are able to send 10 delegates, and 5 people have volunteered so far. And a brief reminder to all you mentoring pairs out there, there is a cookout at Amber and Evan Steiner's at their house this evening at 5 p.m. Read the announcement for details and all of the other announcements too.
Will you pray with me? Holy God, you trouble the waters of our comfort and our privilege, but you do not leave us alone. Be with us this morning as we wade deeper and deeper into the waters of love and liberation. Open our hearts and our minds to the Spirit's movement in our midst. As we breathe in and out, help us to feel the Spirit moving within us, closer than the air that fills our lungs. Meet us exactly where we are and nudge us ever closer to your heart, made known to us in Jesus Christ and in one another. Amen. Seated. This morning's responsive reading is written by H.P. Rivers. But before we do this reading, I want to give just a little context to the word queer, which appears in the final line. While this word was originally used as a derogatory term to describe the LGBTQ+ community, since the late 1980s, it has been reclaimed by that community, my own community, as a term of pride and of power. It joins a long line of terms that have been reclaimed in much the same way, including the word Anabaptist, which was originally used as an insult. Today, the word queer is often used as an umbrella term, encompassing all gender and sexual minorities. For example, instead of saying the LGBTQ+ community, you might say the queer community. The word queer can also refer to any practice or identity that is non-normative in its culture. For example, pacifism is queer in a world that is focused on war. So as we do this responsive reading, perhaps you too will find that you yourself are a queer disciple of truth. I invite you to stand for the responsive reading. Blessed are the wanderers, seeking affirmation. Blessed are the worshipers, praying from closets, pulpits, pews, and hardship. Blessed are the lovers of leaving family and familiarity, leaving tables where love is not being served. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for justice, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the queer disciples of truth, living, breathing, sacred reflections of divine love. You may be seated.